Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Sheely Center for the Performing Arts and the 65th commencement for the class of 2018 at Glenbrook North High School. Marshals for the ceremony are the class of 2018 and class of 2019 Student Association presidents. Carrying the flags of learning are the 2019 Student Association vice presidents. Leading the class are members of the Glenbrook North Student Services Department, the Instructional Leadership Team, and the 2018 Student Association Executive Board. Would everyone please rise for the singing of the national anthem?
I am so proud to be among a group that is characterized by such a variety of talents and future ambitions. Witnessing our class's achievements over the past 4 years leaves me no doubt that we will all go on to achieve greatness. But the thing that I want to emphasize today is that all of us share a unique identity which will remain with us for as long as we live. We will forever be the class of 2018, and we will forever be Spartans. To my fellow seniors, I ask that as we move on to our future endeavors, we always strive to stay grounded in the connections that we have built right here. Just because we will never again be in a room together, unless miraculously we all show up at our high school reunions, we must continue the relationships that we have developed here, because we have set the foundation for what we will go on to achieve. As I listened to GBN alum Chris Collins as he received the Distinguished Alum Award last year, I was reminded what it means to have a lifelong Spartan identity. Coach Collins described a story of when he came back to GBN 13 years after his graduation. He described himself as an emotional mess, especially when he stepped back into the main gym for the first time since he graduated. That's because at that moment, it became apparent to him how important what he built here was to his future. His teammates, classmates, teachers, and coaches right here at GBN set the foundation for what he would go on to achieve. I hope that as we move our separate ways and experience success as well as failure, we see our achievements as connected to the same foundation Collins talked about last year. Because we were all there when it started. Whether that's one of us, instead of going home, staying after class to help that future doctor through their freshman biology class, or walking every day to say hi to the preschoolers with that future mother, or being on stage crew preparing the lights and sound for that performer that will one day be on Broadway, or perhaps the stage crew themselves ends up there. Regardless of exactly where we end up, we should keep in mind that what we achieve can be attributed to our background as Spartans and to the individuals here who helped us form our start. With the same connection that Collins described, we will exemplify what a united class looks like far into the future. Now, I would be remiss if I ignored the fact that all of us will get knocked off our feet and face hardship at some point. Because for every 2 steps forward, sometimes we take 1 step back. We might face personal issues, a difficult college course, or a fight with job interviews. But for our class this year, we have experienced tragedies that far surpass any other setback we might face. We have lost parents, a dear teacher and coach, and one of our own classmates who never failed to make us smile. But the strength of a community is best judged in how it responds to the most difficult times. This year, walking through the halls of GBN, you saw a school that knew how to be there for others. Teachers being there for their students, friends banding together to be there for one another, and even students consoling other teachers who had just lost a friend. Despite the tragedy, our community remained as strong as ever. I'd like to quickly reference another distinguished alum, Ryan Radden, or known by his stage name Cascade. In returning to GBN just last week to receive his award, Cascade talked exactly about how on his road to success he had faced difficult challenges. But he said that when those challenges came, it was the foundation that this school and the people around him gave him that got him through those tough times. So as we leave this auditorium today, always remember that during those darkest times, there was an entire class of over 460 students, teachers, coaches, and past and future Spartans right there behind your back, pushing you forward. Keeping this in mind, as graduates, we also must acknowledge that we share responsibility to continue to nurture the community that we have built here and to be there for others when they need it most, because our relationships do not end here. Let's always remember where we came from and never forget this moment. I'm confident that if we stay united and combine our foundation here with good character and ethics, there is no limit to what we can achieve. Thank you, and congratulations to the class of 2018.
Opportunity is a set of circumstances that make it possible to do something. Opportunity is a set of circumstances that make it possible to do something. Possible is the ability within, the capacity of someone to get something done. Possible is the ability within the capacity of someone to get something done. If someone is given the opportunity, the possibilities are endless. If someone is given the opportunity, the possibilities are endless. After my 6 years at GBN, I cannot thank enough the hardest working team of dedicated teachers, assistants, and friends for giving me the opportunity to be a contributing part of this community. Oh, the places I will go. Because of those opportunities, and because you said it was possible. Thank you.
years at Glenbrook North, Class Board has been active within the community by helping organize events, fundraising, and showing our school spirit. We have strived to be leaders and role models, especially during our senior year. This year, Senior Class Board had the opportunity to participate in several fundraisers and events, including the infamous sock sale, the annual canned food drive, and the Senior Service Project. For this year's Senior Service Project, the senior class worked with Project Linus and made 36 blankets. These blankets have been distributed to the Chicago Children's Hospitals. Throughout the year, Mrs. Wool and Mrs. Jordan have shown the Senior Class Board constant support and guidance, and we would like to thank them for that. It is our pleasure to present Dr. Finan and the Glenbrook North community with a very unique gift. The Senior Class Board collaborated with the Environmental Club to give our school a green roof, consisting of drought-resistant plants that will be assembled in trays on the roof of Essay Hall. This 6-foot by 14-foot green roof has environmental benefits as it adds plant life to a new area of the building and improves water flow. It is also an aesthetic enhancement to our building, and it will be visible from the second floor seaward hallways. We hope the Glenbrook North community will enjoy our gift for years to come. Now we would like to invite our principal, Dr. John Finan, to present the class of 2018.
Thank you, Sydney, for the introduction. I would also like to thank Ari and Jack for your thoughtful remarks. You truly represent your class and everything that is great about being a Spartan. Also, thank you to the choir and orchestra for the beauty that you bring to this ceremony. GBN graciously accepts the gifts presented by the class of 2018. We have been discussing a green roof for years, and it will finally become a reality. I will ask Ms. Franson to plant the rutabagas over the summer. Dr. Michael Riggle has provided the Glenbrooks with wise and steady leadership for 2 decades. And the class of 2018 and I thank you for your guidance and support as our superintendent. Members of the Board of Education with us today, Mr. Bruce Dowdy, Mrs. Karen Stagg-Hanley, Dr. Marcelo Sztainberg, and Mr. Joel Tao. Thanks to you and board members Peter Glowacki, Sonia Kim, and President Skip Shine for your thoughtful dedication to District 225, providing the necessary resources, facilities, and personnel so that students can actively acquire their education and pursue their dreams. Today, June 3rd, 2018, is a great day of pride, and we all share this sense of pride for the 473 soon-to-be graduates of GBN. Let me share my unique story of pride. I lost my own father when I was 9 and was never able to celebrate any of my own graduation experiences with him. We share the same name, and 40 years later, I still get his mail from Alpha Sigma Nu, a Jesuit honor society, a distinction he earned at John Carroll University. He played football at Fenwick and John Carroll before the invention of face masks, and when boxing was still a high school sport. As you can imagine, his nose had a few unique curves. Some memories have faded, but one is very clear. He valued education, and what we refer to today as the 3 A's. He would be so proud of this group of GBN seniors and your approach to pursuing your education. To me, he would say with Irish wit, "You've done good work, son, but did you really need to graduate 6 times after kindergarten?" Today's opportunity to address you as the principal of 473 outstanding young men and women, and as a father that couldn't possibly be more proud, helps to fill that void of missed experiences. When my family was faced with a tragedy, it was a supportive community, St. Giles and Fenwick High School in Oak Park, along with some exceptionally generous friends and families that helped us through the most difficult of times. Similarly, the class of 2018 has experienced tremendous loss. The strong bonds of our community have helped us through challenging times. Your support for one another, for our staff, and for GBN families has allowed us to be strong and resilient when faced with the tragic death of your classmate, Michelle Math, less than 1 month ago. Michelle's radiant smile and positivity will live on at GBN and in the hearts of her classmates. Weeks before that, we lost Mr. Mark Rabora, a beloved GBN educator for more than 25 years. Several members of the class of 2018 have lost a parent or other loved one. It has been a difficult year, to say the least. However, I have the utmost confidence in the ability of the GBN community to support all those that have experienced loss, now and into the future. I believe that I can speak for everyone present today and in the extended GBN family when I say, we love you, we support you, and will always be there for you. As Mark Rabora would have said, it's just that simple. We have 473 unique stories and memories that bring us to today. An 18-year transformation from bundles of joy to talented young adults eager to continue their education and pursue their dreams. Family members, I ask each one of you to recall perhaps a funny story or a gift that your graduate received. And these stories or gifts now have special significance. My story is that my son was born with the hair of a 1970s Peter Frampton. Parents, you know who this is, and seniors, you'll have to do a Google image search later. I said later, please don't do that now. Fast forward 7 years and we bought him a guitar. Fast forward to 4th grade and he is lead guitarist with a talk box, that makes the Peter Frampton reference a little bit more relevant, in a rock band named Missing Six because the band had all grades represented except for a 6th grader. Fast forward to today, a passion for music and a clear direction for college studies. For all of you, maybe it was the first tutu which turned into a passion for dance performance. Or the 3-year-old that argued with you about bedtime and became a top-notch debater. Or that first mitt or lacrosse stick that has now turned into a college playing opportunity. Or maybe that fascination with Legos that has transformed into a passion for engineering. First tennis racket, golf clubs, chess set, first computer you built. I wish we had time for all 473 stories, but my 9-minute goal may be in jeopardy, and they might be a little bit late for grad night. This will be a great topic for you and your families as you celebrate this evening, and my guess is that you will have some laughs and may shed some tears. And thank you for listening to our story. Just as they received special gifts, each one of our Spartans was born with a special gift of some kind. Each one of you unique, and each one of you with an equally valuable pathway to pursue your dreams. It is unlikely that you will have to endure any more discussion of your ACT score or high school GPA. Ernest Hemingway wrote, "There is nothing noble in being superior to your fellow man. True nobility is being superior to your former self." Your future is not a competition or a race, but rather a challenge to pursue your unique passion, to learn from failure, to be unwavering in your work ethic, and to use your special gift to connect with and benefit others. Let's recap some of the notable achievements of our Spartans who worked together, built relationships, and made GBN what it is. The class of 2018 excelled in so many ways. They worked hard at strengthening our sense of community, which was our common focus. The leadership exhibited by our Student Association Board, Senior Class Board, Student Advisory leaders, peer group leaders, team captains, club leaders, and many others that led quietly was remarkable. 176 Illinois State Scholars, 25 National Merit Commended students, and 20 National Merit semifinalists. A lengthy list of merit awards. 19 seniors earned the Illinois State Seal of Biliteracy in English and one of the following languages: Mandarin Chinese, French, Hebrew, Russian, Spanish, Polish, Japanese, or Korean. 199 student athletes were named Central Suburban League Senior Scholar Athletes, and 102 were named CSL All-Conference. 8 GBN teams won CSL Conference Championships. 39 individuals were state qualifiers, and 2 teams qualified for the Elite 8. 13 athletes earned first-team IHSA All-State honors. For the second year in a row, the GBN math team won the state championship. Instead of celebrating with cake, they chose pie. Interestingly, 4/3 of all commencement speakers recommend against using mathematics jokes in their speeches, and they struggle with fractions. Audiences were dazzled by band, choir, and orchestra concerts, innovative theatrical productions such as Tribes, Orchesis, and The Little Mermaid. In a collaborative effort involving Homecoming, the Color Rush, the V-Show, and many other clubs, our Spartans raised more than $10,000 to support a hurricane-damaged special needs school in Puerto Rico. The Canned Food Drive, GBN Goes Pink, the Global Citizens Club, Relay for Life, Interact, just a few shining examples of our Spartans working to help others. Above all else, the class of 2018 was exceptionally kind, generous, thoughtful, and responsible. They led by example and established a positive and caring school culture for future Spartan graduating classes. They contributed to our collective efforts to ensure safety and security. The class of 2018 bonded with one of the best teaching faculties in the country, with inspiration flowing in each direction. I truly could go on and on about this outstanding group of young men and women, but I'm going to wrap it up with some simple advice and some logistics. I have 3 simple pieces of advice as you move on to this next stage of your lives. Number 1, tell your parents that you love them each and every day. And if not every day, how about after each tuition payment over the next 48 to 60 months? Number 2, work hard at your craft. Number 3, be kind. We know that you will continue to make us proud. There are a few housekeeping items I need to share with you as we proceed with this ceremony. Please consider all of the families that are present today. First, please save your applause and positive energy until after our final graduate is introduced. We sincerely appreciate your cooperation. Second, at the conclusion of our commencement today, we ask that the audience remain seated as the graduates leave the stage, travel up the aisles to exit the auditorium. This will allow all parents to see their graduates leave the auditorium with an unobstructed view. Third, the graduates will proceed out of the CPA, down the stairs, and to the A wing. Family members and friends who wish to join the graduates for pictures should proceed into the student courtyard. Please continue walking deep into the courtyard and do not stop near any of the doorways. This will ensure an orderly flow of traffic. That's enough directions, right? Dr. Riggle, it is my honor to present for endorsement the class of 2018. They have met all the requirements set forth by Glenbrook High School District 225 and the Illinois State Board of Education. More importantly, they have handled the rigorous challenges of a Spartan education and should now be considered candidates for graduation. It is my pleasure to introduce the Superintendent of Glenbrook High School District 225, Dr. Michael Riggle.
Thank you very much. And thank you, Dr. Finan. It's a great day for the Spartans today, and I'm honored to be part of the ceremony. I wish to congratulate you on what was a difficult but a very successful school year. You continue to demonstrate a deep passion and commitment to the GBN school community, and I'm grateful for your leadership of the Spartans. I also wish to thank the many people who are here today that have a special connection to the class of 2018. I'm very happy that you're here to celebrate this event with us. You've provided the love, caring, compassion, and support that has been so essential to their success. Finally, I wish to recognize and offer thanks to this amazing staff at Glenbrook North High School for their outstanding work with these students over the last 4 years. The school environment exists at GBN that has allowed these students to be challenged, to grow, and to seek their passions and to thrive as people. More importantly, you welcomed these students from the very beginning to become part of a school family. And that was the base that sometimes served them extremely well, and indeed when it became very difficult. It's based on understanding and acceptance in which every person is treated with dignity and respect, and their contributions are celebrated. I feel extremely blessed to work with this outstanding staff and student body and serve a community that truly believes and values and supports education. I am very proud to be a member of the Spartan family. Today, we honor a remarkable group of Spartans who are ready to leave Glenbrook North High School. They have forged a legacy that will be long remembered and admired. More importantly, they have provided great leadership and built by an example an environment of caring, respect, dedication, and kindness that transcends to the classes that follow. The members of the class of 2018 have recorded many successes and accomplishments, provided us with outstanding performances, and demonstrated amazing talents during their time at GBN. They've also faced many challenges and disappointments, but remained courageous, kind, and supportive of each other. Each of them now stands ready to leave GBN and face the future. By every measure, the class of 2018 is truly outstanding. Graduates, as the journey after high school begins, you'll be faced with many decisions, both large and small. You'll be more independent and self-reliant, and the path you will follow will be more of your own making instead of one that's been shaped for you primarily by others. Through our daily decisions and behavior, you'll continue to forge your character, which is the trait that helps define you as a person and will be instrumental to your success in life. According to the Oxford English Dictionary, character is the mental and moral qualities distinctive to an individual. It's easy to confuse character with reputation because they are sometimes referred to interchangeably, but they are different. There's a quote from Abraham Lincoln that helps establish the difference between character and reputation, in which he states, quote, "Character is like a tree, and reputation like a shadow. The shadow is what we think of. The tree is the real thing." End quote. More simply stated, reputation is what others think of you, while character is who you really are. In the pursuit of your dreams, I hope you'll place priority on developing a strong and lasting character. Aspire to be a person of admirable character who can serve as an inspiration to others. In the words of legendary UCLA basketball coach John Wooden, quote, "Be more concerned with your character than your reputation," end quote. While at GBN, you were encouraged by the school staff to get involved. As you go forward, it is important that you continue to be involved. Step out of your comfort zone and participate. Undoubtedly, there will be times that you will fail. That is how you grow. It's how you gain self-confidence and strengthen your character. In the words of former British Prime Minister Winston Churchill, quote, "Success is never final. Failure is never fatal. The courage to continue is what counts." End quote. Although a high school education is important, it is intended to serve only as a foundation. A high school diploma is an important milestone, but it does not ensure success or entitle you to further education or opportunities. Success at this point depends primarily on how committed you remain to your own development. Don't wait for someone to provide you with an education, a good job, or to present you with exciting opportunities. Maximize your potential by actively pursuing an education and engaging yourself fully in every course you take and every opportunity you pursue. The perseverance, dedication, and work ethic that you demonstrate will distinguish you from others and will be strong determinants in your success. Community service has always been a very important part of the GBN experience as witnessed by some of the accomplishments cited today. With education and opportunity comes responsibility. It's the responsibility to improve the lives of others wherever and whenever possible. I strongly encourage you to dedicate yourself to the service of others, for your achievements and success will ultimately be measured by what you give back. Try to infuse a spirit of service in the parts of the world that you touch, and the world will be a better place. In receiving your diplomas today, you become a part of a larger community of Glenbrook North graduates. Today, tomorrow, and forever, you are Spartans. We share in the joy of your celebration, but we are sad to see you go. Take time today to pause, reflect, and give thanks to those who have taught you, mentored you, supported you, and loved you. You represent the very best our community has to offer, and our brightest hope for a better tomorrow. I offer my very best wishes to the class of 2018. May you be blessed in your journeys, and may the future bring you the very best that life has to offer. To the Board of Education, I am truly honored to accept from Dr. Finan the class of 2018 as candidates for graduation. It is with great enthusiasm and pride that I present the class of 2018 to the Glenbrook High School District 225 Board of Education for the awarding of diplomas. The members of the class of 2018 are now officially graduates of Glenbrook North.
Ladies and gentlemen, during the reading of the names of the graduates, recognition will be given to students in the class of 2018 who have achieved the designation of Glenbrook Scholar. Assisting in the distribution of diplomas will be school board members Mr. Bruce Dowdy, Ms. Karen Stang-Hanley, Dr. Marcelo Sztainberg, and Mr. Joel Taub. This graduation ceremony honors 4 years of high school education. We attach a high value to that education and believe that you do the same. That value is best represented by a dignified graduation ceremony. Help us assure that dignity by refraining from any applause or other types of individual recognition. Please save your recognition for the entire class after all of the names have been read. Chloe Delphine Carroll. Jack Harrington Ferber, Glenbrook Scholar. Dang Kaur. Lindsay Marie Masterman, Glenbrook Scholar. Marking Harrison Schuler. Ellen Ann Gilbert, Glenbrook Scholar. Kevin Kaiwen Wang, Glenbrook Scholar. Meredith Ann Schneider. Agata Adamczyk. Emily Xinyi Chang. Anna Mary Good. Catherine Grace Frieden. Jacob David Denenberg, Glenbrook Scholar. Reed Thomas Norley. Riva Advani Akolawala. Lily Jordan West. Megan Nicole Meyer. Veronica Andrea Matthew. Madeline Joy Chemers. Cameron Frederick Glass. Aaron Joseph Berkowitz. Sydney Jean Sztainberg, Glenbrook Scholar. Ari Max Nadler, Glenbrook Scholar. Jack Ryan Rosen. Allison Emily Torf. Jack Kramer Westall. David Donghyun Kang. Gina Kim. Erica Grace Ulig, Glenbrook Scholar. Abigail Grace Koss, Glenbrook Scholar. Sabrina Erica Raphael. Lauren Elizabeth Mendelson, Glenbrook Scholar. Blake Joshua Abbott. Landon Hughes Abood. Layla Ashraf Abdelhamid. Thomas Mackenzie Agins. Sebastian Ernesto Aguilar. Emma Marie Sentato. Melissa Rachel Golden, Glenbrook Scholar. Marina Rost Steiger. Caitlin Louise Schneider. Mary Josephine Schultz. Emma Regina Remish, Glenbrook Scholar. Jeremy Ian Stein. Nathaniel Wright Fries. Mary Shannon Vogler, Glenbrook Scholar. Darcy Elizabeth Crow. Miles Joseph Berger. Amina Noshin Ahmed. Oren Alima. Asher Kevin Allen. Nicole M. Amon. Carly Alexis Andrews. Vasily Philip Angelos. Olga Archikov, Glenbrook Scholar. Samuel Alexander Aronson. Charles Nishan Babikian. Eric Stephen Baker. Ashley Maya Ball. Evan Keith Barnes. Morgan V. Barrett. Brandon Reed Bell. Maggie Erin Bellucci. Catherine Mabel Benson. Marley Forrest Burke. Jacob Aaron Berlinger. Rachel Eliana Bernstein, Glenbrook Scholar. Aiden Jack Bezark. Sophia Claire Bellello. Liza Emma Birnbaum. Caroline Frances Blankfield. Zachary Brandon Blaze. Benjamin Sidney Bokey. Cole McCulloch Boersma. Leanne May Boyskin. Lucia Joy Bosacoma, Glenbrook Scholar. Ari Samuel Bossy, Glenbrook Scholar. Adam Bradley Brandt. Olivia Jane Brunning. Sarah Elizabeth Burnham, Glenbrook Scholar. Emma Callie Burnson, Glenbrook Scholar. Caden James Burrow. Jack Joseph Butler. Ethan John Buttimer, Glenbrook Scholar. Nicholas David Cardenas. Talia Carrion, Glenbrook Scholar. Clarissa Laurel Carr. Samantha Kaylit Carcello. Garrett Yijong Chan. Matthew Alex Chapman. Emily Eve Charon. Sarah Jessica Chen. Amir Obaid Chatriwala. Sarah Chin. Ellis Stephen Cho, Glenbrook Scholar. Matthew Junhee Cho. Sungyi Cho. Colton Morgan Choback. Anna Sylvia Chodak. Kevin Jungmin Cho. Catherine Claire Crone. Lindsay Beth Crone. Daniel Yanwook Chung. Annette Pauline Clemens. Brandon Mitchell Coleman. Audrey Jane Cook.
Samuel William Haight, Glenbrook Scholar. Ryan David Corfield. Ryan Blake Kotler. Andrew Daniel Cramen. Jacob Elliott Crane. Susanna Paige Mari Creasy, Glenbrook Scholar. Joseph Paul Cross. Lauren Isabel Qualiping. Anne Elizabeth Dalkey. Jordan Lee Davison. Edward Philip Dazzo. Julia Christina Demetrius Lallis. Sophia Nicole Dimoff. Anna Sophia Dischinger. Kylie Rose DiTomasi Weiner. Adrian Jedovic. Corey Joseph Damagen. Nathaniel August Dornfeld. Keena Du, Glenbrook Scholar. Nicole Hannah Dubrow. Jackson Quinnan Duncan. Benjamin John Dyer, Glenbrook Scholar. Helen Ann Edelson. Bradley Allen Eckenberg. Catherine Grace Emmanuel. Samuel Brett Ahrens, Glenbrook Scholar. Elena Elizabeth Eubanks, Glenbrook Scholar. Michael Solomon Factor. Joshua Michael Fern. Leo James Finan, Glenbrook Scholar. Matthew Jacob Fishman, Glenbrook Scholar. Shira Lily Fishman, Glenbrook Scholar. Henry Ryan Fitzgerald. Patrick Michael Fitzharris. Kathleen Ray Fitzpatrick, Glenbrook Scholar. Kyle John Foley. Matthew Robert Forchetti, Glenbrook Scholar. Jeremy Michael Foreman. Charles Kaplan Foster. Glenn Ellen Francine. Olivia Grace Francesi. Robert Westman Frazier, Glenbrook Scholar. Ethan Tyler Friedman. Nina Rose Friedman, Glenbrook Scholar. Luke Michael Frischman, Glenbrook Scholar. Alexa Bryn Frum. Benjamin Gary Gachpar. Zoe Kira Gallus. John McCallum Garibaldi. Emily Dora Gardy. Aiden Oakley Garwood. Joshua Henry Ganender, Glenbrook Scholar. Arkady Jeffrey Gertzman. Jacqueline Sarah Glickman. Evan Robert Goldberg, Glenbrook Scholar. Lindsay Beth Goldman. Jessica Brooke Gordon. Lewis Allen Gordon, Glenbrook Scholar. Alexander Bennett Gould, Glenbrook Scholar. Ariel Hannah Greenberg. Aaron Yeshaya Gross. Bryn Sophie Grossman. George Oliver Grunditz. Bianca Danielle Grusmark. Lauren Jimenez Guno. Michelle Yumin Ha. Simon Hakimian. William McDonald Hall. Dukyoung Han. Jolie Rebecca Handler. Gabrielle Christy Hanna. Maya Jade Parkevy. Benjamin Davy Wilson Harkey, Glenbrook Scholar. Alexander Bronick Heinzen. Aaron Brooke Henschel. Isabel Belen Herbst, Glenbrook Scholar. Christopher Edward Haywood. Hannah Jean Hill. Justin Winkett Ho. Lauren Alexandra Pollock, Glenbrook Scholar. Jack Tanner Holland. Henry Ryan Holman. Natalie Marie Horwitz. Jonathan Inyuk M. Samuel Zachary Isaacson. Peyton James Isberner. Anton Volodymyrovich Ivanchenko, Glenbrook Scholar. Daniel Joseph Jang. Yoontak Jang. Brandon Jonathan Jenkins. Christine Yuchen Jin. Ria Anna Jobin. Spencer Edward Johnson. Daniel Edward Joseph, Glenbrook Scholar. Jenna Nicole Just. August Mutharika Knapp. Benjamin Robert Judson, Glenbrook Scholar. Alexander David Kahn. Alina Kachelskaya. Charles Taekyu Kang, Glenbrook Scholar. Eleni Christina Cartius. Jimmy Anthony Carfus. Kara Esther Terrace. Andrew Michael Case. Amanda Mari Katz. Joshua Lee Kazin, Glenbrook Scholar. Davu Micah Keels. Tyler Lane Kenzer. Jacob Thomas Kiefer. Daniel J. Kim. Esther Dongjun Kim, Glenbrook Scholar. Matthew Brian Kim. Min Hae Kim. Paul Dongjun Kim. Alina Rachel Kipnis. Karina Susan Kipnis. Nathan Kiss. Austin Joshua Clapman. Tegan Jane Kleba. Callista Riley Klepfer. Maxwell Albert Knabelkamp. Nicole Carol Ann Knudsen. Kelly Adeline Kogan. Corinne Cullen. Sharona Kolesnikov. Jacob Matthew Kellenzon.
Cecilia Konstantinov. Kevin Martin Corin. Sharon Michelle Koretskov. Sandra Alexis Kozel. Sydney Ann Krug. Anthony Joseph Cuffle. Jack Noah Cussman. Jackson Paul Lambert. Joshua Abner Lamette. Catherine Elizabeth Larson. Evan Thomas Larson. Trevor Christian Larson. Julia Ann Laughlin. Kelly R. Lazar. Miles Henry Lazar. Janice J. Lee. Kwansung Lee. Michael Youngjin Lee. Sabrina Ju-Young Lee. Wu Lee. Romeo Alexis Laguerria. Bryn Morgan Leiter. Hannah Kim Levy. Brandon John Lee. Edwina S. Lee. Maggie Tianzhou Lee, Glenbrook Scholar. Donby Lim. Eleanor Porrid Linforth. Kimberly Ann Levis. Noah Aaron Laughlin. Tyler James Larveld. Michelle Lauren Math. Jesse Alex Lowell. Trinity Amber Lucas. Naomi Paige Lutz, Glenbrook Scholar. Maxim Lisenko. Carl Michael Macredo. Eileen Cheatham Mahich. Hope Estelle Malin, Glenbrook Scholar. Erin Elizabeth Malakote. Brandon Tyler Mankoff, Glenbrook Scholar. Constantine Randall Mantis. Nanan Mao. Matthew Zachary Marr, Glenbrook Scholar. Alexia Paige Markovic. Matthew James Marshall. Nell Chapman Martin. Nia Jasmine Martin. Haley Gabrielle Matan. Elizabeth Ann Matthew, Glenbrook Scholar. Ryan Mark Matus, Glenbrook Scholar. Ryan Francis McDevitt. Sean Timothy Merrigan. Christopher John Baptiste Metellus, Glenbrook Scholar. Matthew Charles Metzger. Skylar Devin Metzger. Kayla Nicole Mitter. Sahil Deepan Modi, Glenbrook Scholar. Nuha M. Mohammed. Riley Catherine Mordyke. Chloe Hope Moon. Burke Alexander Morley. Julia Satia Morris. Luke Yonan Mendo. Claude Allen Mueller. Matthew Lloyd Mueller. Jasmine Esther Moy, Glenbrook Scholar. Margaret Rebecca Mullen. Victoria Brooke Nagel. Jules Marcus Nurad. Justin Leonard Navarro. Shania Alice Nedia Kalila. Turan Nailavelli. Julie Sierra Nemerson. Sarah Marie Noonan. Catherine Augusta O'Regan. Charles Warren Oberman. Tatum Kendall Oblonsky. Michael David Okasik. Don Gabriel Ogranovich. Margaret McDonald Oliphant. Ava Kathleen Olson. Jonathan David Orloff. Daniel Joseph Orticelli. Faith Jane Ottaviano. Hassan Peck. Sarah Emily Panich, Glenbrook Scholar. Rachel Erin Patras. Colin Dwyer Paul. Morgan Alicia Paul. Kelly Florence Pearson, Glenbrook Scholar. Ryan Chathan Fadness. Anton Joseph Pintz. Natalie Rose Poglop, Glenbrook Scholar. Rylan Scott Polikoff. Emily Collins Porter. Haley Marie Powell. Michael Gregory Prevo. Maximilian Pish. Tiffany Chow. Abigail Raven. Adam Jake Raven. Shalini Ramachandra, Glenbrook Scholar. Noah Allen Rollins. Allison Carol Reisman. Sarah Ellen Reeses. Jennifer Rachel Ravenko. Jessica Maria Ravenko. Finn Abigail Ridner. Michael Bagnetto Roan. Julian Alfonso Robledo. Alyssa Nicole Rodriguez. Michelle Leah Rogoff. Zachary David Romanek. Anne Morgan Rosedal. Jenna Sophie Rose. Mason Robert Rose, Glenbrook Scholar. Allison Ray Rosenbaum. Jacob Zelig Rosenberg. Rachel Michelle Rosenberg. Addie Lynn Rosenwasser. Jake Alexander Rosinski. Maxwell Joseph Rodman. David Winston Rubin. Benjamin Philip Ryboff. Eliana Christina Razanka. Andrew David Rodino. Alexander John Sabri.
Christopher Anthony Sabri, Glenbrook Scholar. Ross Allen Sagal. Antonio Salta Lopez de Yergo. Zachary Brian Samuelson. Nicholas Alexander Sardaroff. Joshua Inyuk Sak. Neha Sayala. Georgine Ruth Schaller. Alexander Robert Slicer. Ethan Schoenfeld, Glenbrook Scholar. David Robert Schulte III. Grace Lucille Schwandner. Emily Helena Sedlick. Aaron Philip Salutin. Matthew James Thomas Severin. Mariam Amen Shaban. Eli Benjamin Shapiro. Natan Lev Shayevich. Lily Denise Sherman. Zoe Rose Sherman. Emily Nayoung Shin. Eric Ojin Shin, Glenbrook Scholar. Jennifer Goun Shin, Glenbrook Scholar. Michael Saboni. Matthew Alex Silver. Ryan Patrick Silver. Aaron Michael Silverman. Jacob Leonard Silverman. Amanda Michelle Simon, Glenbrook Scholar. Michael Ross Simon. John Robert Skyle. Brian Daniel Scowron. Joshua David Slobin. Maya Tess Slowinski. Grace Yuri Song. Daniel Mark Spencer. Dane Theodore Spangle. Jack Robert St. John, Glenbrook Scholar. Anna Elizabeth Strobinitz. Ethan Chase Stein. Lauren Victoria Steiner. Ariel Stepankovskaya. Hannah Nicole Streeter. Stephanie Audrey Sugg. Grace Margaret Sullivan, Glenbrook Scholar. Kelsey Mary Sullivan. Amina Sayeda. Ari Noah Sztainberg. Eleni Veronica Kasiopoulos. Megan Lulu Taylor. Pari Thacker, Glenbrook Scholar. Alicia Ann Thomas. Zigny Patton Thuka. Susanna Lauren Tomasian. Melissa Amy Tucker. Nicole Tudor. Michael Hiroshi Zhang, Glenbrook Scholar. Brittany Sarah Ulrich. Jack Henry Ulrich. He Tae Shayna Pearl Ungerleiter. Daniel Vargas Sanchez. Margaret Ray Verne. Mason Paris Verne. Eli Zachary Volpansky. Zachary P. Walden. Thompson Tinshen Wen. Max Charles Warshawski. Mark Wazelchuk. Andrew John Wehrmeister. Jackson Philip Wheel. Isaac Kenneth Weinberg. James Joseph Weisbaum. Emma Weisler. Sadie Elizabeth Werman. Rhiannon Mary Ann Whitehead. Hannah Louise Whitlock. Kobe Ann Wilcox. Emma Grace Wilkinson. Mitchell George Wilson. Aiden Samuel Wise. Kellen Andrew Witherall. Natalie Michelle Wallace. Janet Linda Wong. Joey Page Yale. Daniel Zhang Yang. Amanda Marie Yost. Joyce Na-young Yan. Angelina Yoon. Brianna Sora Yu. Zoe Samantha Zachariah. Dima Zena Zagal. Henry Samuel Zaransky. Catherine L. Zhang, Glenbrook Scholar. Matthew Zhang, Glenbrook Scholar. Wendy Zhu, Glenbrook Scholar.
Would everyone please rise? And join us in singing the Glenbrook North Alma Mater. At the conclusion of the Alma Mater, we would ask that the audience please remain at their seats until all of the graduates have exited the auditorium.